My gifable moment with Pharrell. Well, if you think it's an uncomfortable thing to listen to your own song in front of a bunch of people who are your peers, it's even more difficult to listen to your own song in front of one of the most important creative influencers of the last 20 years and in front of a camera crew. And so what was running through my mind was like, all right, play it cool. Ooh, you should look like you like your own song. Don't like it too much. Ooh, he might like it. And then I was basically just watching his foot tap. The song is about everything I was thinking about when I was hiking in Alaska. I was training to be an outdoor guide and lead hiking trips. I was sort of thinking about what else I'd want to do other than music because I wasn't feeling entirely inspired at the time. When I came back to songwriting, it felt really important to start in Alaska, to start at this place where I went when music wasn't filling me anymore. I was walking through icy streams that took my breath away, moving slowly through westward water over glacial plains. We had to get up really early to cross this river because it had been really warm in Alaska that summer, and so the glaciers were melting at a faster pace than we expected. In Alaska, the sun never sets. So you have to wake up when the sun is at its lowest because then the river will be at its lowest also. So I was picturing being in this icy glacial runoff water in the morning and thinking about how difficult that was and how strange that was and how hard that was and yet how important that was for me to find sort of my own clarity within everything that was happening in my life. Cut my hair so I could rock back and forth without thinking of you. Learn to talk and say whatever I wanted to. I have this theory about hair. It's literally old pieces of you and it's really thick. I feel like things sometimes get caught in it. It holds a lot of energy. So I find a lot of therapy. For some people it's a tattoo or they dye their hair or they change their clothes or they move, and for me, the sort of visceral action of being able to cut it, it's just and it's gone. And I walked off you, and I walked off an old me. Oh me, oh my, I thought it was a dream, so it seemed. It's funny because it's something I was saying colloquially for 3 years. I would tell people, I'd be like, yeah, I was in this band, I had this relationship, all this stuff was happening, and then I went to Alaska and I just walked it off. And then all of a sudden when it came to write these lyrics, it was just the most obvious thing that I had sort of like a bruise, just walked it off. And now, breathe deep, I'm inhaling. You and I, there's air in between. Leave me be, I'm exhaling. You and I, there's air in between. It's that same sort of lightness that I was talking about with the hair. I mean, it's just or the rush of the cold water in the first verse, or even being on the dance floor, or just having this sort of meditation of air, being able to breathe in, and finally, I find that when I'm scared, I close off, and I have very shallow breath, but when I'm relaxed and when I'm happy and everything's okay, I can breathe fully and I feel more like myself.